Okay, guys. Alright. I think I can fix it. 1 second, guys. I'm working on some of the kinks here. So... Tangled Release is a beautiful thing. Oh, okay. He's got a muted stream. Oh. You gotta mute the stream, gamer dude. Let's tell him to mute the stream. Hey, gamer dude, you gotta mute your stream. Awesome. This is gamer dude. Guys, I have him on camera. Look at him. Alright, let's move this a little bit. There you are. Let's see if I can. You might have to move a little bit to like your left, because I'm not using the other side of the screen because it has like some information there, but that should be good to go. Oh, other way. Oh, wait a minute. What's it doing over here? Whoops. My bad. Damn it. Yep, right there. You're good right there. Can you hear me? Through your computer, right? All right. So can you am I coming out of your if we join the party, that's a thing. So the voices won't be synced. So I'm unfortunately going to have to be playing through your computer unless you got a pair of headphones with like a mic on it or something like that. You know what I mean? I spaced out on telling you that earlier. I apologize. Sure. Alrighty, guys. So we're working on it. This is it. We got Gamer Dude on that side. I'm on this side. Gamer Dude's viewers, welcome. Appreciate you guys coming in. John was following. I was following you way before Oliver. I'm curious to see what you concocted here. Oh, we'll just wait, Catch. Catch, if you want, you can be next. I am looking for another interviewee next week, I believe. Can you hear me? Oh, actually, this is like better. Move a little bit to your, I think, right would be. There you go. That's good. It's perfect right there. Alrighty, awesome. Let me invite you to the game here, and let's fucking go. First, I want to ask, how's your stream, dude? Dope. Oh, hold on. They say we can't hear him. Huh. Why can't you guys hear him? Oh, never mind. I got it. There we go. I just fixed it. That was my fault. Sorry, guys. That's why you can't hear him.
All right, we'll try now. Can you hear me now?
It. Let me, guys in chat, let me know how loud he is. I think he just redlined, so. But he should be good now after I adjusted it some.
We'll give it a go. I can talk all the time. I can do test 1 2 3. That's my favorite.
Alright, you get my okay, you're in the game. You have any preference on what to play?
No, because I'm equally bad at all of them. So
join the fucking club, dude. Alright. Let's get some let's warm up with some Blast here. I see some of your viewers decided to join us, Mr. 50, I think.
Mr. 50 is one of my good friends from the stream.
Nice. Got
see a lot of
time zones.
Time zone. 50, Timeless.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome. Some of your names. I recognize some of your names too.
So many new friends. Apparently, King Dismas said he was following you way before me. He actually suggested, he's like, hey, why don't you interview Gamer Dude this week? I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good idea.
Aw, thanks.
It's been a while since I've actually talked to you.
Yeah, well, I haven't had much chance to get into your stream because I always auto-host you after my stream. You go a little longer than I do. So I'm usually ready to pass out and go to bed by the time I'm done.
What time do you normally end your stream?
I usually go between 12 and 1, midnight and 1 a.m.
Oh, okay. And you only stream like what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Well,
right?
I've got actually 4 days now. I've been doing Mass Effect Mondays. So I play the
Ah,
Mass Effect games, and I'm letting
never
all the
played them.
viewers choose the major plot point decisions, and that makes it for an interesting game because I've already played through it, so they're choosing different things for me, so it makes it fun.
Gotcha.
So I do that on Monday nights, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I do a regular 10 p.m. to midnight stream. Usually goes past midnight because I can never stop at midnight.
It's really hard. It's really hard. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Uh, so like obviously, I think we met through Star Wars Battlefront. Was that the first game you started streaming? Like when you started streaming
Yep, the
in
very first
general? I mean.
game I did was Star Wars Battlefront 1, and my 2-year anniversary is coming up on April 27th.
What?
So I'm going to be doing Battlefront on that day too to commemorate.
That's a good idea. It's been a while since I've touched Battlefront 1. I uninstalled it and put it on the shelf, and now it's just collecting dust.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played it probably since last anniversary, but
What's your opinion on this Battlefront 2 compared to the first one?
I like this game. I've actually liked it a lot more now that we've started playing with a group of us.
Hmm.
I liked the campaign a lot. I wish the campaign was actually a little longer.
I agree. I think it was way too short.
Yeah, because there was a lot of fun to be had in that. Um, but
What do you think of the campaign's storyline in general?
I like the storyline. I like the different perspective. I thought it was an interesting take. But Mr. 50 and I were talking about this. Actually, we were all talking about this. If they had better storytellers, like the people who do Uncharted or The Last
Oh,
of Us, then this
seriously.
story, it would have been a much better game.
If it was like as it was very cinematic, some of the graphics and stuff that were
Yeah,
used.
I agree.
I don't know if they should. I thought when I was playing at the time that like you know how later on they came out like they extended the campaign with
Yes.
Resurrection.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be more. Like I thought after Resurrection there's gonna be another one, but apparently that's like the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah. According to the people that have told me in chat, like apparently it's the end. So I was like, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. You'd think they'd keep building on it because it's a great storyline and it's a huge universe. So,
Hmm. And like Aiden can definitely be in like future games if they decide to continue the story or
yeah,
an Easter egg of hers in like movies or anything like that.
there's plenty of opportunity. And you know what? In my experience with EA, they miss a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, that's definitely very true. Let's see. Cag says Battlefront 2 sucks. Pay to win shit. It's not really that much pay to win anymore, though, right? Like they kind of got rid of that, didn't they?
Yeah, they haven't done the loot crates for purchase yet, I don't think, because they got such heat for that. But there
I
is a
think
lot of grinding. I mean,
yeah, there is. Yeah,
especially for someone like me with no skills. So,
hmm. That's very true. King Dismas says, Gamer Dude, what do you think of The Last Jedi? That's a good question.
I liked The Last Jedi. I didn't love The Last Jedi, but that's partly because I'm an older Star Wars fan, so they're killing off all the characters that I grew up with, which doesn't make me happy. Like Han Solo is dead. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen the movie in that long, then you've definitely got a problem.
And then if you haven't seen The Last Jedi, other spoiler alert, Luke is dead now. So, it's kind of sad for me in a lot of ways.
It is sad. It is sad. And I don't know if, like, the new movie, I don't know what they're going to do next, because, I mean, R.I.P., like, Leia's no longer with us, and
Right, exactly.
I thought they were originally, I think, King Distance pointed out that they were originally going to have this movie be more about Leia and have her, like, passing on in the movie, but I have no idea what they were going to do.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where they're going to go now without her because she was the only one left from the original big three.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But they do have J.J. Abrams, who I kind of like as a storyteller. So
that is true. Except for his lens flares, but that doesn't bother me too much. Last Jedi was okay. A letdown for me. Luke should have kicked booty more. I was really waiting for like an epic lightsaber battle
yeah. I mean, they did a nice scene there, but it was not
with
really...
Ren and Rey, right? That was
right. That was a good
pretty
scene
cool.
too. But the scene between Luke and Kylo was interesting, but it was after you discover what the secret is. Again, spoiler alert: it's not really Luke there.
It's a good thing you're saying spoiler alert before you're saying all this, because
Well,
make a lot of people pretty mad.
I know. Well, don't listen when you hear me say spoiler alert. But I figure if you guys are Star Wars fans, you know by now. You've seen them.
Yeah, I figured we've talked about Star Wars here before, not too long ago. I gave people a fair amount of time to watch the movie.
Yeah, I mean it's already out on DVD now. So if you haven't seen it yet, that's kind of on you.
I'm excited. I already pre-ordered my copy of the DVD
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
there's supposed to be a good documentary in there called The Director and the Jedi about the creation of it. That I guess it was Brian Chappell was telling me about, and it's supposed to be really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Oh, damn! I'm getting my butt kicked here.
Join the club. I'm not doing so hot.
You know, having a conversation and playing a game, it's fun, but it doesn't do much for your score.
It's more so like for background. I can't really have nothing going on in the background.
No, I get that.
Let's see. King Dismas giving us a fun fact. Last Jedi was the first Star Wars Sega film to have no lightsaber battle, like lightsaber v lightsaber.
Oh,
I don't know if the Red Guard's melee weapons are considered lightsabers. It's just
that's a good point. I hadn't even thought of that before, but I think you're right. Yeah.
Man, but I want a lightsaber battle.
Well, that's
why I go and watch it.
Well, I tell you, the first time. Now, see, as you can tell just from looking at me, I'm a little bit older. So
really,
I know it's not, a couple of years between us. 2 or 3.
What Star Wars did you see in theaters? Like
I saw them all in
earlier
theaters.
ones.
That's what I was going to say.
All of them.
And
so, what was your reaction seeing Episode 4?
That first episode.
Time?
Now, I'm so old that it wasn't even called Episode 4 at the time. It was called Star Wars.
Oh, just
Star Wars. So we were just excited at the prospect of it, and then that lightsaber battle. Now, if you look back at that lightsaber battle, it's really slow and ponderous between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. But at the time, oh my God, it was amazing. The sounds were amazing. The lightsabers were just incredible. We were just blown away by the half a dozen swings of the lightsaber. Nowadays, it's all the CGI effects that you can do, the jumping around and all that. We've
literally come to the point where we can bring people back from the dead with the technology going around.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that first lightsaber battle, oh my God, it was just mind-boggling.
What was your reaction to the plot twists in Empire?
Well, you have to remember back then there was no internet to talk about things.
Exactly.
So
it was very preserved.
That's right. So we had our little close group of 4 or 5 people who went to see it together. And for 2 years, we talked about it. Is it really his father? No, it's not really his father. Spoiler alert. Darth says he's Luke's father.
If you don't know that by now.
If you don't know that, I can't help you. But yeah, we talked about it literally for 3 years, trying to figure out, was he lying? Was it a trick? And I was convinced at the beginning, he's making that up. He's just trying to trick him. I did not believe it was the truth. But as it turns out, obviously it was. But it was mind blowing.
I can't even explain my experience, because I already knew what happened before I watched the movie, so I can't even say it was amazing.
Oh yeah,
well, coming.
That was the first movie when that came out. That was the first movie I ever waited in line for outside a movie theater, and we were all talking about it and all excited about it because we first of all, sequels back then were just not as big as they are now. It was not as anticipated as it is now when the next movie comes out. So this was a huge thing for us. And then with that twist coming at the end, the theater, it was like you could hear a pin drop when I am your father. Oh my God. It was unbelievable.
God, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. So I think in my head when I went to go see The Last Jedi, I had the expectation this is our generation of the Empire. So I was expecting something like super monumental.
Right.
Oh, okay, somebody. What'd you say, John? Oh, okay. He just said a banned word. That's all right. I have characters from the Walking Dead banned in chat in case somebody spoils it for me.
Yeah.
So if they say a name,
yeah, that'll get them banned. Yeah, right.
Oh,
I had to blacklist Minecraft in my stream because people were wanting me to join Minecraft, and it was Everybody
Have you
was Minecraft. So I said, okay,
have you ever played Minecraft?
I have not. And now
Why do they want you to join?
I don't know. It was just one of those things. It was one of those nights. People were all Minecrafty, and I said, "Stop with the Minecraft." So now nobody can talk about Minecraft ever in my stream.
Don't you have a you have a son, right?
Yes, I have a couple.
Just couple. Do any of them play Minecraft?
No. And I also
Good
have
sons.
a daughter too. So my daughter is probably as big a gamer as my youngest son. My oldest son does not game at all. He's too busy, working. But the other two kids play, and we play games together sometimes. I've actually streamed with my youngest son. He generally kicks my butt, so we don't stream often.
It makes you look bad.
Yeah, that's right. I embarrass myself enough. I don't need him to add to the.
Let's see. Time Zone says, "I love the original script that said Obi-Wan killed Luke's father, and the whole cast believed that until they shot the scene." I did not know that. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. I had heard that somewhere. Now that he says that, I had totally forgotten about that. Yeah, they had to keep things under wraps. And I think they wrote like 2 or 3 different endings, and only a couple people knew what the endings were.
Oh. Of course, like back then, it's so much easier because the internet and...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's do you think it's like much harder to make movies with plot twists now because of the internet being such a fad and everybody trying to get the biggest scoop as quickly as they can?
It is harder, I think. And there's a certain segment of the population that just loves to spoil things. So you're always fighting that when you're trying to do a game or a movie. So I don't like with when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, I didn't want to read anything about the game because people spoil things. I just wanted to experience the game. I'm not a guy who likes spoilers. So I don't want my movies or my TV shows or my games spoiled. I just want to enjoy it. But some people like to spoil things. I don't get that, but something you have to deal with.
It's more of like a trolly aspect, like see their reaction. I remember my friend got spoiled from The Last Jedi. He was just on like a random sports page, and the first comment in this page was the entire synopsis of Star Wars.
Right, yeah. Why do people do that? I don't know. I don't get it.
No idea. What's up, Archie? Welcome, dude. But what's going on? He did technically, technically Obi-Wan did kill him from like a certain perspective. Spoiler alert, Oliver dies multiple times during a minute. Yes, that is very true. Not even a spoiler. I think everybody knows that already.
That's about what I do too.
It's just...
There's been times where I've died, spawned, died, spawned, died, spawned. So, okay, great. But I long ago learned, and I've said this in my stream too, as you get older, your reactions slow down. So I do things now in games that I know I can do, like capture objectives. I'm really good.
Get the objective
That's
points.
Right.
I should start doing that. The older I get, I should start doing that now.
I go capture flags. I pick up weapons because you get points for that. So good, I can do that. I'm good at that. Aiming, not so much.
DJ says he's actually playing Mass Effect 3 right now.
Mass Effect 3 is what we're doing right now.
Did you play the new Mass Effect, the Andromeda, I think?
Yeah, I played Andromeda. I played through the first 3 twice, once as a male Shepard and once as a female Shepard to get the different perspectives. And then when Andromeda came out, I played through that too. It's a much better game than the critics are giving it credit for. I mean, it's a good game. It's not as good as the first 3, but it's still a good game. So if you have any interest in Mass Effect at all, it's
I know a lot of people always push me towards it, and I've tried Mass Effect 1, I think, on like 360 or something.
Right.
And it's like one of those type of games where like every time you play, it's different, right?
Yeah, because you have different conversation options.
Yeah, that's super cool. I don't know. It just seems like a very time-consuming game, which I don't have much of anymore.
It absolutely is a time-consuming game. I started the playthrough on Mass Effect Mondays. I started the playthrough, I think it was last summer. It might have been June. Mm-hmm. And we're not replaying things. We're just going straight through. And I just started Mass Effect 3. Now we're 9 months later, and we're still playing Mass Effect. And we're just going.
Oh my Lord!
I'm not even doing all of the exploration or the side missions that you can do, because I don't want to. I don't want to bore people to tears. Oh, let's mine 74 planets. But you can do that. You can get lost in a lot of the grinds that you can do in that game. But
it's very like exploratory.
Yeah, if you like a good story game, if you like a good open world game, like you like Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Yeah, that was a good game.
Very similar in the open world concept. There's a lot to see and do, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of side quests available, except the added benefit is your conversation choices make a difference in the plot. So that's how intense it can get. But yeah, I just started Horizon Zero Dawn and I've been playing that on stream too. I really like that game a lot.
Yeah, that game's super fun.
Yeah,
I actually got Red Dead Redemption as well, and
I love
I've been
it.
trying to get through that because I know a lot of people suggested to play it before I play the second one.
Yeah,
And it's super fun.
it is, isn't
but
it?
it's like another one of those like a lot of time invested to do something.
Yeah, you can get lost for the side missions in that game too. But I don't mind it because I like playing that kind of a game because it's great entertainment. And when you have a good story, just like in the Uncharted series or the Mass Effect series or Red Dead, you can get into that story and really enjoy it. And it's better than a movie in a lot of ways because you get much more out of it.
Yeah, more detail and more in depth with characters and
Exactly. So I've taken to a lot of story games now, partly because I love them, but also partly because as I was saying before, my skills have eroded with time. So I don't try to do Call of Duty because I get my butt kicked.
Nope, way too fast paced. Actually, I'm borrowing Call of Duty from a friend, and I can't kill anybody in that game.
Oh, I know.
I just can't do it.
Oh yeah, that's where I first learned. Okay, just go for the objective. I can go get the loot crate. Okay, good. I'm good with that.
While everyone's killing each other, let me capture the flag.
Yeah, exactly. I can go get a base. Sure, I can.
Let's see. So I was doing a Fortnite duos match with Luna. She's on PC. Won against Ninja and Myth in a game. R.I.P. you guys. This kid I was on vacation with. Spoiled the Last Jedi for me. I wanted to throw him off the boat for real. You should have.
I can sympathize with you.
One.
I completely get it. I just can't. I can't abide by spoilers. People who intentionally do it. It's just wrong.
I don't understand. Like, why would you not want somebody else to enjoy such a great film or movie or TV show or whatever?
Yeah, it's like
somebody
evil.
said I didn't play the first one. I don't really care if it's spoiled for me. I think he's talking about Mass Effect.
Right.
Oh my lord! So many people.
I'm right behind you. We're cleaning up here.
Jeez, it's terrifying. Thank God for Naughty Dog. ME2 had too much shit to do in it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Wait, you can get it on PS4? Get what on PS4? The only Mass Effect game you can get on PS4 is Andromeda, I think.
Yeah. It's not backward compatible yet on PS3, but you can get it backward compatible on Xbox if you have it.
That is, yes. Or you can get EA Access as well. It's on
there. Oh,
too.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Hey, Samwise, what's going on, man? So, how come, like, in your family, you're the only one that streams? You have, like, a couple other kids that don't decide to stream? You said your daughter is more into gaming than anybody else.
Yeah, she has streamed occasionally. She's put a couple streams up there, but she doesn't stream regularly. Her handle is Comic Maven, by the way. If you look for her on Twitch, you can find her. She only streams occasionally. And my youngest son, he'll play a game with me, and occasionally he'll jump on a game with me. But he's doing his thing. My daughter's doing her thing. So I'm the one who really gets into the streaming. So
What got you into streaming?
I decided, I heard about Twitch and I started watching some different people on Twitch. And I really kind of liked the concept of seeing other people play, getting tips. And then I saw the communities develop too. And, people kind of hang out. So I said, I play these games. I have a good time playing games. I'm going to play them anyway. Why don't I broadcast it and see what happens? So I started streaming straight from the PS4. And for a while I was playing to an audience of one, me. But slowly but surely people started showing up. I was doing Battlefront at the time. And people started showing up and watching me play Battlefront. And we just had conversations. And, I would let people jump in the games with me too. And it developed that we had a group that kind of found each other. And the community kept building and we hung out and played games together. And we just have a good time doing it. So I enjoy gaming. I've always enjoyed gaming, and this is just an extension of that enjoyment. So I was going to give it a couple of weeks and see if people showed up, and they did. So I've just kept it up, and I've been very happy with it. I've got a great community, found some great friends, met some great people. It's really enjoyable. So that's why I've started it, and that's why I stayed with it.
Sounds like a time.
Yeah, it is.
And you've been doing it for like 2 years, right? You said?
Yes.
It'll
be
2 year anniversary is almost coming up.
April, yeah.
Oh, Cag, Red Dead. I got it for Xbox. I got it for a 360, and it works on the Xbox One. You opened up. What's up, Lotus? How's it going, too? Guys, if you have any questions for Gamer Dude, he is our guest today on the After Hours show with Oliver. So feel free to ask away. And hope everyone's having a good time, you know. And man, I had another question. So when you first were introduced to the concept of Twitch, it's literally like you watch people play video games. Was it kind of weird, especially like when you brought it up to your significant other? Like were they kind of like skeptical on the whole concept of watching people play games?
Yes, that's a fair statement. We call her Mrs. Gamer Dude, Mrs. GD, and I've got a great wife. She's very supportive. She doesn't mind all of my crazy little habits and the fact that I will sit here and game for 2 or 3 hours a night, or when we do family game night, which is Fridays, we do a lot of the Jackbox games, and that'll go 3 or 4 hours, and she will jump in and play those games.
Oh, cool.
But when I first told her, yeah, honey, I'm gonna play Star Wars, and guess what? I'm gonna turn on a camera and have people watch me. She gave me one of those, really? Really? Okay.
That's a
If
thing.
it makes you happy, honey. So
Does she ever stop by stream and like chat it up with your viewers?
she doesn't like to be on camera, and she doesn't really want her voice heard that much. She's just a very shy person that way. I'm a little bit of a ham, as you've been able to tell. So I'll tell my stories, and I'll do my thing on camera, and she'll every once in a while interject from the sidelines. And when we're playing the Jackbox game, she will talk a little more, but
Oh, okay. Jackbox is always fun.
she's content to let me do my thing, and she'll nap over here until it's time for her to. Okay, honey, I'm going to bed. And I said, okay, I'll be up in a few minutes. And an hour later.
An hour later, yeah, that's normally how it goes.
Yeah.
Uh,
There it goes.
DJ is asking, have you ever played Metal Gear Solid?
I played one of the original versions of Metal Gear Solid. I forget which one.
With the popular sound makes doo-doo-doo,
Yes,
and you get like
that's the one. That's
when
the
you
one.
get caught.
Yeah, but I didn't play very many more than that. I'm not even sure which one I have. I have one for the PS3, which I tried to start playing, but I was really bad with it.
I'm so bad. I know the feeling. I'm so bad at that game. And I'm like a fan of like the whole sneak around type game types,
yeah,
but I can't do it for that one. I can't.
I was trying to sneak around with whichever one that I have. I don't even remember which one I have. But the sneaking around, I couldn't even begin to be sneaky enough. I just kept getting found out every time I turned a corner. So now the thing that I like about Horizon Zero Dawn is the stealth works really well in that.
It does, yes.
So I like that, and same with Assassin's Creed. If you're good with the stealth, you can get a lot with a lot done with the sneaking around.
Here, Gamer Dude, let's back out and fly some planes.
I will follow you. You just take me where you want to go.
Alrighty. But yeah, so some companies can't pull off the whole stealth action very well, and I like Metal Gear is like so popular. There's so many Metal Gears out there, and people say the latest one that came out is very well done. I don't know, I can't get into it. It's just one of those games.
Yeah, if they don't do the stealth well, then the game suffers. If it's supposed to be a stealthy game.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Kag says, how do I grow a handlebar mustache like you? And he's actually serious.
All genetics.
Sorry, Kag. You have to figure it out on your own, man.
I grew this mustache when I was a kid. When I was 18 years old, I had a baby face, and you could still see the little pink cheeks that I had when I was a kid. And so I so wanted to grow a mustache. So as soon as it came in, I just let it grow. And I haven't ever shaved it off. I've had a mustache from the time I was like 19 years old. And I added the goatee as I got older, just, for changing it up. But I've had the mustache for a long time.
All right, it looks like a couple of people in chat don't know who you are, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself while I open these crates here.
I am Gamer Dude. I am a streamer. Sphere was kind enough to ask me to jump in his stream for the interview tonight. I've been streaming for a couple of years. I do a variety of games, and we have a pretty good community, so you're welcome to stop over anytime you want and see some of the colorful and creative ways I've developed to die in games, because I'm really good at that.
All right, guys, hold on. Let me see, give you a shout out here. There we go. Feel free to follow his stream, guys, if you haven't done so already. He plays a bunch of Star Wars Battlefront, that, to my knowledge, and a bunch of story-based games as well, and involve a lot of free roam. Big fan of Magnum, gamer dude. What do you mean Magnum? Like the gun?
Oh yeah, Magnum, the TV show, right, Kedge? Thomas Magnum. Is that where you're going?
Oh, maybe that's what he's talking about.
That's what I'm thinking. Because it's kind of a Magnum-esque mustache. If you know Thomas Magnum.
You're good at dying in games. Oliver's a pro at it. Yeah.
We went to the same school to learn how to die in creative ways. There's a class in that. Not everybody can do it, so.
It's a gamer dude. Have you ever played? What's MHW?
MHW. Wait, I'm gonna figure it out. No, I'm not.
I don't know what that is.
MHW. I don't know. Got nothing.
My Hot Woman. Got it.
I do have a hot woman.
How long have you and the Mrs. Gamer Dude, Mrs. GD, been together?
Mrs. GD and I have been together 11 years.
Nice.
This is not my first marriage. We won't get into too much personal detail, but
okay, that's all right.
No. You can ask, but people. I don't want to bore people with all that backstory.
So, I don't think normally people are on board about interesting backstories. So,
but yeah, we've known each other for 10 years. We got married. I picked a wedding date that I would never forget. We got married on the date of 9/10/11, September 10th, 2011. That way I can't screw it up. So,
where'd you guys meet?
We met actually through work, and we became friends. That's the way to do it, by the way. Pro tip:
Oh, yeah.
Become friends first. That way you know if you're compatible. Because
word from the wise.
Yes, you have to spend time doing things, like grocery shopping, and cleaning up the house, and making important decisions. So if you don't like each other, those are going to be much harder decisions to make. But if you like each other and you're on the same page, life is a whole lot easier. The phrase happy life, happy wife or happy wife, happy life is a true statement. It definitely is. Oh, Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World, that's what it is.
I have not played Monster Hunter World. I've heard great things about it. I haven't played it yet. That looks like a game that I could get into, though.
I think it's like $40 right now. It's not expensive.
No, it's not.
But I hear it's pretty good. I don't know if I'll get into it myself, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched too much gameplay of it, but I've had people come in and recommend it highly. So it's something that I'd be interested in. The only problem with that is I have such a huge game backlog of stuff that I haven't even played yet. And I'm sure a lot of gamers can relate to that.
I hear ya.
It's, oh yeah, I got to get to this. Like, I have a bunch of Tom Clancy games that I have not gotten to yet.
Do you own Tom Clancy's Wildlands?
I have The Division. I've got... I don't think I have the one that you've played.
Oh, okay.
But I have...
Division 2 was also announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
I barely touched that game either.
Yeah, because there's so many, because something else will come up, and I want to play that. Like, when I got Horizon Zero Dawn, I really wanted to jump right into that. So, I did.
That game is so great.
But it's so time consuming. I've got to have put at least
is.
50 hours into it so far, at least. Some of that on stream, but not all of it on stream. But
yeah, it just stands for my homework. That's what it is.
My homework. Yeah, I do my homework all the time.
What? So you said you met your wife at work. What did you guys do for work? Oh crap, I died.
Well, for personal reasons, I'm going to keep it very general and vague. Not because I don't trust people out here. It's because I don't trust people that I work with. So
gotcha. Fair enough.
We're just going to say we met at work. We hit it off doing what we do for a living, and we it's easy to become friends with somebody you see every day and you have a conversation with every day, and that's how we met. We just kind of hit it off, talking, going to lunch together occasionally. We just liked each other. So
cool.
We turned that into a romance, and it's been the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So nice. I'm super happy about it.
Well, GG. I've told you not to get into personal. Well, you have to somewhat skim the surface of the personal stuff. It's what makes the interview kind of interesting.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be difficult. It's for a variety of reasons. I try to keep my real life separate from my gaming world, even though I have more fun in my gaming world than in my real life sometimes. The people that I meet, and I'm going to be totally honest with you, the people that I meet, the friends that I've met through Twitch and online are some of the best people and some of the best friends I've ever met in my life.
Same.
And I've developed some really close relationships with folks in my stream, and I'm closer with people in my stream than I am with people in the real world. My closest friend is Mrs. Gamerdude, but everybody, I'll tell you, the top 5 after her are all people that I know on Twitch, because we've developed good relationships. We've had conversations outside of the stream. And there's something about gaming, like the conversation you and I are having right now. We're having a real conversation. We're talking to each other. We're getting to know each other a little bit. And the stuff you discover when you're talking about whatever you're talking about while you're gaming with somebody is real stuff. It's not that superficial small talk that you make in the office.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people act different over, I feel like, the internet than they do in like a person-to-person conversation sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like when you go to work, you have to have that conversation. So, how about them Yankees or whatever?
Yeah,
and it's all
skip the chitter chat.
Yeah, and it means nothing, and you don't develop any kind of relationship as a result of it. So, but when you're gaming with somebody, not only are you planning strategies and are you having to deal with each other and work with each other on a common goal, but then in that downtime, like you and I are talking right now, you're talking about other things that matter. What are your views on politics or religion or whatever it is? And there's something good about that. And that's how you get to know people. And that's how I've gotten to know people through Twitch, just having these conversations gaming together. And that's why it's cooler to me and more interesting to me to develop relationships with the people that I've met online, because they're more genuine. Now, there's trolls here too. I'm sure you've had your trolls too.
Yes.
But,
that's the internet. That's the internet.
Exactly.
Let's see, a couple things for chat here. Life is easier when you're incredibly hot. Kappa. Dating without the internet of marriage is practice for divorce. Just a tip for the youngins out there. I know a few people that have gotten married over the internet, and props to them if things are working great. Let's see. This guy. I like this guy already. Gamer dude, you're my dude. I love.
Oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, Lotus is a big fan of Horizon. He has hundreds of hours clocked in that game.
Oh yeah, I can see myself spending hundreds of hours in Horizon. I see Joe Star Raider just came in. I haven't seen Joe in a while. How are you doing, Joe?
Joe, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the After Hours show. We're interviewing Gamer Dude today. Hope you're having a good night. I'm pretty sure he's a shampoo tester.
Well, I used to be. I lost that job for obvious reasons.
And Lotus said maybe for his mustache, because you just test shampoos with your mustache. Nice. Pretty good. What's sports? It's a good one, Sean. I'm not a sports person ever. Have a good night, Cax. Thanks for stopping in for a bit, dude. You have an awesome day tomorrow. Hope to see you tomorrow's stream, man. The Yankees are a sports team, not a late night action. Oh, that's what that is.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh my god, it's Damer Dude. How you doing, Oliver? What's up, Joe? Oh, intent, not internet. My bad. You guys got the Walter White look. I can see it now.
Yeah, I can
see it now.
Actually,
that's why he doesn't want to go into too much detail. He actually launders money.
That's really what it is. I do own a car wash now. I'm just kidding. I don't own a car wash. It's a dry cleaner.
There we go. Oh shit! Nah, I got wrecked. Damn.
I'm actually hitting some things, so this is probably going to improve my game stats.
Oh, I thought you meant your ship is hitting things. I don't think that works like that, dude.
Oh, you mean you're not supposed to hit the asteroid? Dang, okay. Well, that changes everything.
Oh god. God, I feel like the flying in this game was majorly improved compared to the last game.
I agree with you 100%. I was. Let me put it this way: I'm less horrible flying in this game. So.
That's saying something.
Yeah, I was really abysmal in the first game. Now I'm just terrible. So it's,
Is there anything that you wish they put in this game that was in the last game?
you know what? The difficulties that I have in this game is there's so much variety. There's
Hmm.
like 94 different ships that you have to learn when you're flying. You have to learn all the configurations. There's 712 different add-ons for every rifle, it seems. So you have to learn all of them. And it's just
The game got super complicated after the second one.
the first one. The first one I liked because it was kind of like grab a blaster, throw a star card in, and go shoot bad guys. That was
Yeah,
my kind of game.
everything does itself.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now I have to. Okay, let's see. I have 17 star cards to choose from. So I don't know. It's just it's too complicated for me.
It is. It is. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's at that age gap where you're slowly losing reflexes. It goes along with
Yeah,
there's just too
exactly.
many things to do.
Well, that's part of it too, and part of it is along the reflex line. That's part of it. But the other thing is, I don't have the time or the interest in learning. Okay, the nuance of this star card versus that star card, or this
Mhm.
perk versus that perk. Give me three things to choose from. It's easy for me. Slap it on the gun. Slap it in the rack. Let's go. That's
So
more my
much
style.
simpler. So much simpler.
Yeah.
I know Joe Starter is like a huge Battlefront fan, and I know he's been grinding a lot in this game. Joe, if you don't know what we're doing, this is the After Hours show with Oliver, and today's guest is Gamer Dude, which is why his cam is over there, while mine's over here. Feel free to ask him any questions you like, and he will be obliged to answer. He has to answer. He doesn't have a choice.
But I'm really good at vague answers too. So I'll give you an answer. You just may not like it. That doesn't answer the
That's
question.
seems like a personal problem to them, though. If they don't like the answer, that's their own fault.
Yeah, here's an answer. Got one for you.
Joe says all you have to do is ask Joe about star cars. Joe, what's your favorite thing to use in Star Wars Battlefront? I know you use the officer. What about you, Gamer Dude? What's your go to class in this game?
I was using heavy when I first started, but thanks to one of the guys in my stream, he said, if you use the Vanguard while you're assault and try that, it'll make a difference. And he was right. So I've been using assault a lot now too.
Yeah, I like assault, but I rarely use Vanguard, mostly because I can't aim worth shit. So
Well,
I just run around.
my preferred style is to run like hell right at him. And by the time I'm up on him, I have the Vanguard ready. I just hope to God that I'm aiming right and I blast. And so far, it's been moderately effective for me.
Going guns a-blazing.
Yeah, yeah. I just dive right in.
You sure you play stealth games?
Well, on this game, there is no stealth. So my preferred method is just run, see what happens.
Oh, shit.
Like for me on these flying games, if they had the kamikaze ability where it would make a difference if you smash into the ship, I'd be smashing into the ship every time.
You'd be even every game though.
Yeah,
Even amount of kills.
yeah, exactly. I'll take somebody out, but I'll get some damage done with it too. So
You've studied them all. I'm sure you have. I believe it. Who dis? What's up, Chance? This is my good friend Gamer Dude. He is our guest today on the After Hours show. So feel free to ask him questions if you have anything. He's also a fellow Strammer. If you haven't followed him already, feel free to do so.
yeah, jump in. We have a really good community. Glad to have anybody stop by and say hi. I always say to everybody in the stream, always welcome, never required. So feel free to stop by and say howdy.
Show some love. Show some love. Gamer Dude.
I
Sphere is a spud. Yeah, I am a spud. Thanks, Lotus. Sounds like a movie narrator. Now that I think about it, I can see your voice narrating a movie.
That's part of the backstory. I see 50 just posted a question. He posted my trigger question.
Who do you like better, Jar Jar or young Anakin?
I hate them both, and he knows it. I hate them both.
Sorry, you got to answer now. You got to answer it now.
Who do I like better? Well, gun to my head, I probably wouldn't push young Anakin out of the ship, but Jar Jar would definitely go. It's one of those. Would you
Is it the
rather
voice?
hung
It's the
or
voice,
face a
isn't it?
firing squad? Well, no, I do. Yeah, the voice comes from I was in radio years ago.
Oh,
And,
really? That's
yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, that was years and years ago. One of my first jobs was in radio, and I'm actually, if you don't mind me doing a little self promotion, I'm also doing a podcast
Go.
these days too. So I use it's called Storytime with Gamer Dude, and I tell stories about what it was like when I was growing up. And one of the most recent episode was about my days in radio, and I did.
Can you drop a radio story for us?
Well, I used to do the morning show, so you know how people do crazy morning shows.
Yeah.
I would do bits on the morning show, and they would be everything from really corny jokes that I would script out and have people do sound effects and voices for.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a great time. But I also created a character because I was bored in the mornings. I was in a small town in New Jersey. That's where I live, in New Jersey. And we didn't have a lot going on there, so I invented a character named Melvin Proctor, who was our helicopter pilot and also our traffic reporter.
Okay.
So I didn't have a helicopter sound effect when I first created Melvin. So my helicopter, this may work. I don't know if it'll sound right. But if you do this, it sounds almost like a helicopter.
I can hear it. Oh,
So
ow,
then-
my ears. Stop.
So that was our helicopter sound effect. And then I would do a voice that was Melvin Proctor in the WRNJ helicopter. And we would have Melvin do crazy, silly stories too. And that was one of the fun things that I did while I was in radio. We would write jokes every morning and come up with something goofy for Melvin to do. And,
How big was your team?
It was me, the news guy, and the head of the sales department, and that was it. So that was, if I needed a female voice, I'd recruit the receptionist.
Oh, okay. I
So
see.
I'd, come on, you'll be fine. Come on in, come on in. And then we'd write these bits up and we'd do our thing and have a good time with it.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Damn.
It was a lot of fun. Now this is in the days before things were digitized, so everything was either on like an old vinyl record, or have you seen an 8-track tape cartridge? You know what those are?
Yeah.
Radio stations had something called cart machines, and you would have things on these tape carts, and you'd put them in a machine, and you'd hit a button, and it would play your music, and you would do that so that you wouldn't wear out your records, because if you were playing top 40 music and you play the record 112 times during the course of a week, you're going to wear the record out. So you would use these tape cartridges. So I learned how to do all that stuff, and it was quite a great experience. I enjoyed it a lot. So that's one of the many careers that I've had, and that's kind of where I developed becoming a ham, because you have to be a little bit of a ham when you're doing radio in the morning.
Damn. All right, let's see. There's a couple things in chat here. With assault, I recommend the Smart Ion Grenade. It one-shots turrets and troopers.
Oh.
Smart Ion Grenade, all right.
Okay.
Hey, this guy's voice is dope. Also, hi, Oliver. Bye, Oliver. Good night. Later, Gear. Hello, goodbye. It doesn't require aim. It senses nearby objects.
Oh, cool. That's
All
good to know.
Smart Ion Grenade. That's interesting. What's up, Jacob? How's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. I nearly think I've seen him before. Whoa, what are you talking about, Tyler? Are you kidding me? Jar Jar would get the blaster before young Annie.
Well, everybody's got their own personal thing.
Are there any plans for a new Mass Effect game or movie? From Joe.
I don't think that there's a new Mass Effect game in the works, although there's a huge universe they could use in the Andromeda Galaxy. But I think they're devoting all their resources to Anthem. So,
You know, if they were to make a Mass Effect game, I would say that Peter Jackson is a pretty good fit for directing that.
oh, movie. I thought you were talking about. Oh, yeah, he's talking about.
No, movie. Yeah.
A movie. We were talking about this the other day. The Mass Effect trilogy would make a great TV series because it's so long and so involved. They could do an episode a week and develop the story. Now you wouldn't have the conversation choices that you do when you play the game, but yeah, if
I see.
like Netflix putting a show out, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I would watch that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He must know who Joe Budin is.
Joe Budin? I don't know Joe.
I don't know who that is.
Should I?
What kind of music has been late listening to the Black Panther Wakanda music? Have you seen? Are you a fan of Marvel?
I am. I haven't. That's the one movie I haven't gotten out to see yet. I haven't seen Black Panther yet, but I want to see it before the Infinity Wars comes out at the end of April. So I'm either going to get it to the theater or hope that it comes out on DVD before.
Nice. Are you excited for the Han Solo movie?
You know what? I have mixed feelings about the Han Solo movie.
Why is that?
Well, for me, Han Solo is always going to be Harrison Ford.
I know. Yeah, it's true. It's
And
true.
as we were talking earlier, I grew up with this guy, so that was Han Solo. So I
Hmm.
created my own backstory for Han Solo in my head. He's the guy, he's this rogue, and I have in my head what his life was like. That's the beauty of a movie like that. They don't give you too much information so you can fill in the
Hmm.
blanks yourself. And I did. So now they're going to ruin all that. I have to accept their backstory now. And I thought my backstory was pretty cool. So,
What was your backstory?
well, he's like a street tough young kid who latches on with a pirate freighter and tries to make a living, um, living on the mean streets, as it were, and hustling here and hustling there. He never joined the
like
academy,
a
never joined
like a
the
con
embassy.
man or something like that.
Say it again.
Like a con man almost.
Yeah, yeah,
Always.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, but he also learned that he could trust certain people like the Wookiee and other people he's gotten close to, but he still can't get away from his tough upbringing. So that's the backstory that I have.
Uh,
There's a lot about what I've seen in the previews of the new Han Solo movie that kind of reminds me of the beginning of the Star Trek reboot, where he tries to go to the Space Academy and he's a captain and he does poorly, and it's like, okay, I don't need that.
there's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of background stories where they were part of the Empire and they joined the rebellion. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like it's kind of
Yeah, it's been done.
been done a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been done.
Which is why I was hoping for something a little bit different, but I'm not completely mad that they're going the route.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to rush out to see it, but knowing me and my history with Star Wars, I'm probably going to go see it at some point.
They could make anything, just slap Star Wars on it, and we'd probably go and watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Now, if they did something like a Qui-Gon Jinn movie, I'd be all for
Oh,
that. I like
that'd be
Qui-Gon.
pretty awesome.
Underrated, underutilized Jedi. I really thought Qui-Gon was
Exactly.
awesome.
It's such a good actor.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they killed him off, which really.
I know. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry, I didn't warn people. My bad, my bad. I've been good with that all night.
Let's see
Looking
here.
Nerf herder. Exactly, Joe.
I can't tell who's shooting at me.
Yeah, they're all shooting at me. I'm just dying like crazy in this game. It's not even funny.
I feel like this is a really long game type or something.
Yeah, it is. I don't know.
Ooh,
Some of these
dead.
space battles take a long time. Some not so much.
To be honest, I'm just shooting people. I don't even know what we're doing.
I'm just going for the little red dots.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
There's
Just
a
going
red
for
dot.
the red
Let's shoot
dots.
that one. Okay, good, good. I think. I know they're
Lita
killing-
says, I still be waiting for Detroit Becoming Human May 25th, and I believe in September That's right, the new Spider-Man game comes out in September. I feel
That
like it's been
Detroit
pushed.
game looks
Looks
really
pretty
good.
interesting. I think I might pick that one up.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. Quite nice.
Let's see, you know what? You know, it sounds like an anime. Oh, jeez, almost hit a rock. I've never. Oh, wait, what? I've seen Gamer Dude. What you're describing? Oh, it's okay. What his background? It's probably a Cowboy Bebop.
I could
It's
be.
a popular anime.
See, I don't know. I don't watch too much anime. Like none, but
Like Cowboy Bebop is like one of those older animes that's compared to be like the Star Wars of anime.
I've heard of it. I've actually heard of Cowboy Bebop, but I've never seen it. I've never watched it. So
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
you'd recommend it.
I'd recommend it. Yeah, it's not too long, and your characters, the main character is like a bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
And there's a bunch of other characters that are mixed in. Qui-Gon dies. Oh yeah, he was dead before he was alive. Very underdone character. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I agree with you, Samwise. They could have done a lot more with Qui-Gon, and that's why I think a Qui-Gon movie would be awesome. Obviously, they wouldn't have Liam Neeson do it because it would have to be a prequel, but I would go see that.
Man, I would like to. I'm still waiting for an Obi-Wan movie. I think an Obi-Wan movie.
Obi-Wan movie would be
pretty
good
great.
too. I'd like that too. See, there's a lot of good characters out there. I don't think you need to redo or give us a backstory on Han Solo. That's why I'm
Right? They could have done something else.
it's such a big universe. It really is. That's the only. I mean, they're going with the familiar. I get it. Disney does that kind of thing because now that Disney has it, they're going to keep cranking out movies for the next 20 years.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just like Marvel, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Because you have I forget the guy who directed The Last Jedi. they gave him permission to do like his own trilogy.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then you have the Game of Thrones writers doing something else, Star Wars. So
yeah, they were going to do a TV series, I think. Wasn't that what I heard?
Possibly. I don't quite remember the whole interview, but they were doing something Star Wars, which is ridiculous. Did you ever play any of the so back to what do you call it? The Mass Effect. BioWare made Mass Effect, but before Mass Effect, they made Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. You ever played any of those games?
I have played a little of Knights of the Old Republic. Actually, that's part of my game backlog.
Mm-hmm.
I have Knights of the Old Republic on the Xbox, just hanging out there waiting for me to go play it.
Super fun. It's kind of slow paced, but it's definitely one of those type of games that has like one of the most greatest stories for Star Wars I've seen in a while.
Now, the one Star Wars game that I did play, what was the MMORPG on? Was that
Knights? The Old Republic.
The Old Republic, yeah, where you could There was the World of Warcraft similar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that, and I had a couple characters in that. I played that when it first came out.
Yeah, I tried playing that because the cinematics they have look really good. You ever seen those?
They were, yeah, they were great.
They were super good. I just hope the since the Game of Thrones writers are used to like sort of that dark kind of Star Wars feel. I hope they take up an Old Republic kind of mantle to.
It would be great if they did.
To make their story.
I mean, there's a huge universe out there in the Star Wars universe, so they could really make a good game or a good TV series.
I hope something. Like I know Netflix has something to do with like making a Star Wars TV show, but they don't have the money right now for the CGI to go with it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Jedi Power Battles got a lot of your time on PS1. I'd never played that one. Force Unleashed is also a good two-game saga.
Yep. I remember the Force Unleashed.
I know. What's his name? The guy who plays Star Killer. Sam.
Oh yeah. What's his name? I can't think of it.
Chad, can you help me out?
Is that
the person who plays Star Killer?
Was there a W in there?
Sam Witwer?
Yeah, Whitworth or Wentworth?
Witwer or Worthwer or something? I know he said he'd be totally down to play Star Killer and like again, and he still does like voices for Palpatine and Darth Maul and stuff in the Clone Wars and
doesn't
Rebels.
He stream too?
He does stream, yeah. Every once in a while, he'll stream some Star Wars or some random game.
Star Wars stuff.
He's a super nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, how could he not be? He's in Star Wars, right?
That's true. Everybody in Star Wars is nice. Actually, Harrison Ford doesn't look like to be a very nice guy.
Harrison Ford is, he strikes me as kind of a cranky old dude now.
Yeah. I feel like Harrison Ford. The reason why he was so good at playing Han is because he's Han. Like that's
he's playing himself. It's easy to play yourself, right? I agree with you 100%. Because if you look at it, Harrison Ford as Han Solo and Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones is pretty much
it's the same person,
the same guy. So
Indiana Jones, man, I'm surprised they haven't brought that back yet. Disney, I mean.
Well, I heard they have another Indiana Jones 5 in the can. I don't count 4 as one of the Indiana Jones movies because it was so bad.
It's kind of there.
I'm just pretending it's not part of the. No, I ignore it. I ignore it. So.
Oh man, he's so old.
I know he's got to be 70.
The latest Blade Runner.
I did not yet. That's one of the ones that I wanted to see.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I don't know if I should or not because I like the original.
Well, I loved the original. I thought it was great, but I didn't get a chance to see it. And also, I hear it's like 2.5 hours long. That's a
wow.
That's a long ass.
That's a lot.
So
that's like you gotta invest some time in there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind 2 hours for a movie. I don't mind a 2.5 hour movie if it's a really good movie. But I've heard that people say it's a bit slow. So if you're in a slow 2.5 hour movie, that's a long time.
Oh man, kind of discouraged me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking I may wait for it to come out on DVD and then just watch it in the comfort of my own living room.
Watch it in increments. 1 hour one day, 1 hour another day.
Now and then tomorrow we'll watch the second half.
Let's see. Lotus says I'd actually like them to make an expansion to the Mercenaries of Star Wars, like kind Commander Cody and Rex and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
That could be.
I feel like there'd be an epic and center it to a certain mercenary we all know and love. I feel like the mercenaries kind of get enough airtime on the Clone Wars and Rebels. They get like Rex was in Rebels a while, half the TV show almost.
I see in chat the Time Zones has the same feelings about Indiana Jones 4 that I do. Yep.
Indiana Jones 4. Man,
The Crystal
dude,
Skull. It was so annoying. Oh my.
So bad.
It was. It was just.
J.G. Wetsworth.
Well, I like the beginning of Indiana Jones 4 until they put him in the lead-lined refrigerator and blasted him with a nuclear bomb.
That was ridiculous.
No. Okay. When you survive a nuclear blast sitting in a refrigerator, I'm out. That's it for me.
Even if there wasn't a nuclear blast and somebody threw that fridge as far as it went.
I know. And you get up and walk away from it. Okay. Perfect. Well done.
Oh my lord.
Indiana always stretched credibility anyway, but that was just a little too much over the top. I knew we were in trouble at that point. But the one that
Bounty Hunter series would be my vote. Netflix could handle that. I thought Boba Fett was supposed to get his own movie, but I think they canceled that or something.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Actually,
I thought instead of that they did Rogue One.
Rogue One is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I loved Rogue One. I thought
it was
Rogue
super
One was
good.
Awesome. But I was going to say the game related movie that's out now or it's coming out this week is the Tomb Raider movie. That looks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now I played
that.
I played the reboot, the first game that they rebooted, and that was
so good.
Game. I don't know if you've seen it yet or played it yet. It's been out for.
I have. It's so great.
I loved that game. That was amazing. I was very impressed with it.
It seems like the older games from like the '90s Tomb Raider.
Yep.
They remade that one with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
And now there's this like updated one, and it looks like they've made a movie out of this new updated one because she has like the bow and stuff like that, and instead of like the dual wield guns that the original one had.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like from what I was reading, it looks like this movie is based on the rebooted game. So it should be similar to what we've already seen. But that's not bad as long as they do it right.
I don't know. Like some of the certain trailer aspects looks kind of like overdone, like that part where she does something ridiculous and lives.
Yep.
But it's just one of those things where I just have to accept it and just watch it just to enjoy it.
You have to suspend your disbelief for some of these.
Exactly, yeah.
As long as you're willing to do that, you'll be fine.
Her boobs are normal size in the movie too. Well, she's a normal girl.
Because that's the takeaway that you should have for this movie.
What's I can't even say her name. It's like something Vikander.
Alicia Vikander, I think.
Alicia Vikander, yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's been in a couple other things too.
Yeah, she was in Ex Machina. I love that movie.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that. That's on my list of movies to get to. I have a
lot of dialogue, but it's super good in my opinion.
I definitely want to see that. I have a backlog of movies and a backlog of games, and that's on my backlog.
You just got to sit down one day and just watch all of them.
Yeah.
Just grind through it.
I'm going to call into work. I'm sorry, I need to take a week off. I have a lot of catching up to do.
I love the fact. Oh, she did her own stunts. I didn't even know that.
Oh, I didn't know that
That's
either.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Another fun fact of the day.
Good to know.
Alrighty, so after this game, we'll play one more, and then I'm gonna let you go and call the interview. I don't want it to go super long.
Sounds good. That's fine. I appreciate the opportunity, man. Thanks.
I appreciate you coming in, taking your time out of your stream to hang out with us for a bit.
Hey, I'm happy to have the opportunity. We don't get a chance to play that much, so
I agree. I think this is the first time we actually got to play.
I think it is. One day we'll have to actually do it and concentrate on the game.
I don't know if I'll get the same result though.
It's probably better this way. That way we're not really focusing.
It's true. That's very true. That reminds me, you have Drive on your backlog. Drive, is that with Ryan Gosling as well?
Oh yeah, Drive. That's I've heard. That is in my backlog. I have that.
It's a good movie.
Backlog.
Well, I need to sleep, gamer dude. And oh yeah, I forgot about you, Sphere. Thanks, Lotus. Oh, praise the good spaghetti lord.
Take it easy,
and don't
Lotus.
forget, vitamins, brush your teeth. Later, Lotus. Thank you for stopping in, dude. Concentrate. Yeah, I don't need to concentrate because I'm gonna do equally bad.
It's so overrated, that concentrating. Why would you want to
do that at school?
Yeah, I try to avoid that as much as possible. So what got you into streaming?
I'm sorry.
What got you into streaming?
Um, I have a coworker that I work with. Wow, that was stupid. Coworker that I work with. He does
I knew what you meant.
streams, and he's like telling me about it, and I was like, sounds really weird. People watch you play games. They don't. That's it. And then I watched his stream, and I was just like fascinated by all of it.
It's
So I made him come over and set it up for me.
right. Well,
And I started streaming through the Xbox 360 originally.
oh, okay. Now it's essentially the same thing that attracted me. It was like, wow, this is kind of a cool concept. I really like this.
And it's like really taken off too. Like
Yeah, it's huge.
it's ridiculous on how many people are now streamers. Like you never thought when I was a kid I would tell my mom, yeah, I'm gonna get paid to play video games.
Yeah, exactly.
It won't be much, but
But it's something.
but it's something.
It's something.
He's
And I
like,
get to
yeah,
do it.
okay,
I'm
but
having a good time.
now it's possible.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my wife still can't believe that. Wait. People can cheer for you and leave you bits, and what does that mean? I said, don't worry. Just
I
enjoy it.
know.
Just enjoy it.
Redundant, yes. Department of Redundancy Department.
That's my favorite
Shut up,
department.
Samwise.
I spend a lot of time there.
Your boy Kravinsky is included in the film's soundtrack. Drive's soundtrack? I haven't seen that movie in a really long time. But I remember liking it. That's all that matters. Did we win? No.
No, we
Dang
lost
it.
that one. We were close.
I think I think this might be the first game we lost.
I think so. We were doing pretty well there.
I think we play better when we don't pay attention.
I think that's what it is. Well, you know what? With this game, I play Overwatch a lot, and I'm always playing that very seriously because I think that I can do a lot better than I do. This game, I have no illusions, so I know what my skills are.
You just play.
Yeah, just play. Go shoot things.
Tickle bitties. But hey, what's up, Mike Naders? How's it going, dude? Welcome to the After Hours show with our guest Gamer Dude. I don't know. Do you know Mike Naders? I met him through Battlefront as well.
Yeah, I don't think I know Mike.
Oh man.
Hi, Mike.
You're missing out. You should definitely follow him. He plays a lot of Battlefront too, but he's on Xbox. He's on the other spectrum. The side we don't talk to.
Yeah, I actually have both systems. I do play some games over there too. Like actually I stream Mass Effect from the Xbox because it's backward compatible, so I can stream that. And it's not back.
And are you ever planning on getting like a PC to stream through with the complicated gamer card and OBS software and all that
Well,
stuff?
I actually have that. The only thing that I don't have is a computer that has the horsepower to do the capture card, because I have a PS3 set up with an Elgato. I have OBS set up in what I call my auxiliary control room. It's really a spare bedroom, but I call it the auxiliary control room because I like the sound of that.
Because it sounds cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds cool. Who wouldn't want to have an auxiliary control room? So,
Exactly. It's not an office. It's not a workspace. It's an auxiliary control room.
because I'm all about how things sound. So I have it set up, and I've actually done some IRL streams from that setup. So I've got
cool.
OBS set up there. It's the spare bedroom upstairs. I have OBS. It works fine. The only thing that doesn't work is when I try to stream the game, because the computer just doesn't have enough horsepower to run all of the video.
Okay, I see.
So now the question is, do I want to upgrade the computer enough to be able to do that? The computer itself is about 8 years old, I'd say. And
Oh, wow.
so it's an older computer. It's capable of doing the IRL streams if I'll sit there and just talk straight to the camera, which I've done a few times. It's fine, but once I put the capture card in, not so much. I can't justify the expense at this point because, that kind of a computer, it's not going to be cheap. So I'm debating. I don't do enough IRL streams. And the setup that I have in my home, as you can see right now, the big blinds in back of me and the pictures up on the wall, I stream from my living room. I game from the living room. Mrs. Gamer Dude has no problem with me taking over the TV starting at about 10 o'clock at night. And that's where I stream from. And I stream straight from console. So for me to go get the OBS set up and use the capture card and do it the real fancy professional way, it would have to be a big change of how my setup is, and then I'd be doing it all from this little tiny bedroom, and I kind of like relaxing on my couch, having the fridge over there,
That's true.
having
Yeah,
a gamer
it's
dude on the couch.
a lot of convenience.
So I've considered it. I just haven't done it yet.
That sounds like a lot of work, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, right now the way it is, just turn on the PlayStation and start playing. That's the way I like it, you know.
Yeah, it's like I remember I missed streaming through the PlayStation songs because you literally just press one button and then that's
exactly.
it. You're good to
Here,
go.
play, boom, you're in. So,
DJ says, "What are your thoughts on the Switch?"
I don't have the Switch. I've seen people with the Switch. There's not enough games on the Switch for me where I'm going to run out and buy one. But I like watching people who play the games on the Switch because, like, I like the Breath of the Wild is a great game to watch.
Yes, I agree. Were you ever like a Nintendo fan back in the day? I know Nintendo had the mantle back in the 90s.
Back in the early days, I did a lot of Super Mario and Dr. Mario and Super Mario 2. Yeah, I played a lot of that with my kids. But they were never my favorite games. I was more into things, well, you know, like Half-Life, for instance. That's one of the games that
Oh, yeah, the popular Half-Life.
Yep. And I played World of Warcraft when it was out. And I still have my accounts on World of Warcraft. I haven't played it in a while.
Hope you're not still getting charged for those.
No, I went free. When I stopped playing, I was smart enough. You know, I better go to free mode. But I could activate it if I wanted. But I spent a lot of time before I started streaming. Actually, before I started playing on the PS3, I spent a good, I want to say 4 years straight of doing nothing but World of Warcraft.
Oh, man.
So I had a number of characters. I did a lot of the raids. I was there at the beginning.
Did you know like people online that you play with?
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
just, like,
I created a couple of guilds. So we had a bunch of people who would run the raids together. We'd run dungeons together. So yeah, I've always loved games. I mean, my gaming, as it says in my profile, I've been gaming since the days of Pong. That's no lie.
Pong, yeah.
Pong was the first thing that I ever played, and I loved that game. And I've played pretty much everything that's come out since. But yeah, I like the Nintendo games when they were out, but I much prefer my preferred console is the PlayStation.
Yeah, I think there's nothing really that I stray away from the PlayStation. You owned a PS3 as well, right?
Yeah, I've had every PlayStation. I've had 1, 2, and 3. The 1 died and couldn't be revived. I still have a 2 downstairs. We use that for an occasional game every once in a while.
The original Battlefront. Did you play those?
Yes.
Oh, those are so good.
Those were really good. Those were really good games. I enjoyed them a lot too. Because, PlayStation 2 had... What was the one that was on PlayStation 2 where you were flying the X-Wing through essentially
Rogue Squadron, maybe?
It might have been. But I remember playing that one, which was impossibly hard.
Like Jedi Starfighter or something
like that, yeah. But it was impossibly hard, and it was horrible, and there was no save points in it. So you'd be...
Oh, man.
Oh, no, it was a nightmare. If you went through 3/4 of the level and then ran into a wall, it was over. And you had to start all the way back at the beginning.
Oh, that sounds horrible. So frustrating.
It was. Oh, my God. It was so frustrating. But that's all there was.
DJ says he think the Like King expansion was his introduction to Warcraft. I wasn't super big on Warcraft. My friend told me to download it, and I downloaded it and never played. So it was just kind of sitting on my computer collecting virtual dust.
Yep.
But
I started before the Lich King, and then I did the Lich King, and then I did I can't remember. There was the one where the Cataclysm. That was the next one. Yeah, so I did a bunch
like
of
a million.
Oh yeah, they've done very well. Blizzard does a really good job with their games. That's why they did such a good job with Overwatch. They're just really good when they put their mind to it.
What'd you think of the Warcraft movie?
I only got halfway through it.
That bad.
You were just like, oh, really? It's just like, that's the problem with any video game that they try to convert to a movie. Because when you're playing a video game, it's you. You're the character. So
exactly.
You're making.
So you feel like the stuff is like, yeah.
I know exactly where you're going. It's your choices. It's your character. It's you doing the things. And then when you're watching somebody else do it, it's just not quite the same. And they don't make the same choices, and they don't do the same things that you would do. So it's hard to convert a video game to a successful movie, in my opinion, because of that. Everybody has a different experience when they game.
Exactly.
So
same with like I know Max Payne was a movie that didn't do too well, and the Assassin's Creed movie didn't do too well.
Yeah. because
Games are like hours long and have time to expand and develop.
right, exactly. And with a thing like Warcraft, because you're creating your own character in Warcraft, you're not playing any of those big heroes that were featured in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really relate to them the way you would the character that you create. And they're not going to make a movie based on the character you create because nobody else knows that character. So that's why it's hard for people to relate to the king and the big sorcerer and the big wizard, because that's not your character.
Exactly. So I wonder, like, and yet here we are excited for the Tomb Raider game, and I think or the Tomb Raider movie, sorry, and I think it's because like the game alone is already pretty cinematic.
Right.
So I wonder if like would be a good idea to make a Last of Us movie or an Uncharted movie, because the movie's already basically written itself.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly. Well, the difference between like the Warcraft movie and Tomb Raider, as far as I'm concerned, is everybody knows who Lara Croft is. You're not playing as anybody but Lara Croft, and the story is basic. The story is basically
Pretty linear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're only going to have certain choices to make, and you're not creating a whole new persona. So it's easy to follow the game and it's easy to follow the movie. So if they do it right, it could be a really good movie. The key is doing it right.
Yeah, exactly, which is the hard part. I know Blizzard actually made like a whole movie department specifically to make movies. So I don't think that'll be the last of what we see of Warcraft.
No, it's probably not. It's probably not.
Because I know it did bad, but I know it made more than what it cost, like took to make, you know?
Yeah, well, a lot of the movies do well internationally, so it justifies the continued use of the name in another setting. So
Dang it, I died.
Yeah, I'm dying a lot. Me and the flame don't get along that well.
Ready Player One I think that comes out this month as well.
Yeah, I think that it does.
A week or two.
I've heard mixed reviews on that. A lot of people like it, but I've heard a few people say, eh. So
I was the one who didn't read the book, so I feel like I'm gonna like it.
yeah, I haven't read the book either, and I'm not going to, because I think I'll like the movie better if I don't. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. Same with like the whole book to movie is kind of the same concept as a game to movie, because everybody experienced reading it,
right,
and imagining different things. Resident Evil film was okay. I don't think I've seen all the Resident Evils. I know those.
I haven't seen all of them.
Popular franchise. Did Resident Evil start as a game? Yeah, it was a game first.
It was a game, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, what is it? Resident Evil 7 now?
I don't even know. They're up to 7, I think?
I
Holy
think they're
crap.
up to 7, yeah. I haven't played, as you can tell, I haven't played all of them.
I haven't played any of them either.
I think it's 7.
Holy crap. Whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening out here.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
It's never stopped me.
It just says protect something, but I don't like. Do I just kill people? Because that's what
That's all I'm doing. I'm shooting the red dots. That seems to be the
yeah, exactly. Just follow the red dots.
Follow the red dots, blow them up. They're trying to attack our big ships with the blue stuff on them, so I try to make them not do
yeah. Okay. Resident Evil 4 was yeah. Resident Evil 4 was super popular. I think I've actually played the 5th one, and then there's like a 6th one and like a 7th one that's scary that I'm not gonna play ever. Have you ever played any horror games on your stream?
I've played Battlefield. I have Battlefield on the Xbox, so I've played.
Well, no, horror games. I don't know if Battlefield counts as a horror game.
I thought you said war game.
Oh, war game.
War game. Sorry. Horror games. I'm not a big fan of horror games, but over the last Halloween, I pulled out a couple of horror games because people like to see me jump out of my skin. So
Same.
I decided.
I hate them for it.
I played Dead Space.
Oh, cool. That's a
which
good one.
I got through chapter 8 on, and then it got a little grindy on me. So I didn't stick with it because it was like, oh, really? Another one of these? If you're going to make me jump...
Fear. That's a good one, DJ.
Which one is it?
Layers of Fear.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
It's for PS4 and PC.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look for that one.
Pretty good, but also kind of scary.
I have another zombie one that I have out there that I picked up that I'll probably do this coming Halloween. I'm not a big fan of the horror games.
Neither am I. I just kind of play just so the viewers want it kind of deal.
Yeah, I'll put a poll up every once in a while. What do you guys want to see? And every once in a while they like to torture me. So I let them.
God, I hate people.
Well, that's the nice thing about Twitch is because you do have a lot of supportive people and people who care, you know?
For sure, for sure. King Giz, I finished Rebels. It sets up so much. I still have like 1 episode or 2 episodes left in Rebels. Have you ever seen Star Wars Rebels, Gamer?
I have not. No, I haven't watched it.
Did
Everybody
you watch
tells me I
Clone
should.
Wars?
Which one?
Did you watch Clone Wars, the animated Clone
No,
Wars?
I haven't watched
series?
any. I haven't watched any of the. People say I should. I know. I'm not a true Star Wars fan. I know.
They're actually super good. Like they may be animated, but the story's very well done.
I've heard good things about them. It's just another one of those things. Oh yeah, I really should sit down and watch that. I just haven't yet. I'm going to turn in my Star Wars card at the end of the stream. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We don't take a. If you want to rejoin, we don't take reacceptances.
Okay.
So once you're out, you're out.
Okay, good to know. All right, so we have to survive 2 minutes. I don't think we're going to.
Wait, like. Oh, okay, I see. So we have 20. Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Wow.
we got troubles. We got troubles.
There's red dots everywhere, but I can't even shoot them.
And I'm just getting blown to crap.
You died 10 times already?
Oh yeah. I don't even know how many times I've died.
Some people would say that's a talent.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
It's a skill to
It
die
takes
so
practice. It
So
takes
before the stream, when I was before the stream went yesterday when I was talking to you about asking you to interview,
Yeah.
you never played Fortnite before. 'Cause that's
No,
what
I haven't
I
played-
normally play. So I was curious as to, do you think it'll just make you hardcore rage?
Yeah, absolutely. I know me. I don't mind. Like this game, I die a lot, but you're automatically right back in the same game, and you have a chance to redeem yourself. And even if you don't, maybe you're going to go capture an objective or get some points. It's the same game, so you have a chance to make things. Look at you on the board.
I know, that never happens
Top
before.
3. You were hitting things, man.
My lord. Oh my lord, I topped on our team.
Oh,
Holy
awesome.
shit, cool.
Awesome. Look at you.
Wow, feels good now.
Well done.
That's what it feels like to win.
With 40 eliminations, I'm lagging behind with my 10.
That any contribution to the team, it's okay.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, I am backing out of the game.
All right.
But anyway, you were saying you were
Yeah, I don't mind a game where I die a lot of times as long as I get a chance to redeem myself. But with Fortnite, I know that one shot, one kill. Oh, I'm out. Oh, damn it! I'm gonna have to start again. Damn it! And I have to.
yeah, it gets super frustrating.
Yeah, I watch people stream all the time, and there's a bunch of folks that I watch playing Fortnite, and I enjoy watching people do it. But I can see that it would not be good for my blood pressure. Let me tell you, or my controllers.
You ever broken a controller from throwing it?
I have not. No, I may have
not yet.
squeezed them very hard, but I haven't.
All right, Gamer Dude, I'm gonna let you go, dude. Thank you so much for joining us today on the After Hours show.
Thank you.
I hope to see you around, and don't be a stranger to the stream. I'll try my best to stop by yours as well.
Sounds good.
You have a great night, my dude. And if you don't mind, this stream is definitely going to be going on YouTube afterward.
No problem at all.
Figure out how to edit.
Well, thank
give
you
me
for
one
having me.
second.
I really do appreciate it. Thanks very much, and thanks for thinking of me, man.
No problem, dude. Let me give you a quick shout out, guys. If you're not following Gamer Dude once again, feel free to follow him.
Absolutely.
He's a great dude. If you've been here for the stream, then you already know he's a great dude.
Thank you.
And Gamer Dude, if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor. Can you maybe not yell, but do a let's fucking go. Just say that for me.
Let's fucking go.
Alright, have a good one, buddy.
All right, take it easy.
Oh man, what a good guy. Switch over to PlayStation here. Time zones, Mr. 50, thank you for joining us.